I came on here today to remind you to trust yourself. It can be difficult, but it will save you. There are so many things around us that make it easy for us to doubt ourselves. The challenge that comes right after a victory that you are trying to gather the courage to fully celebrate. The people who seem to be more knowledgeable than you. People who already have the acceptance of others that you want. The people who have better tools and all the things that you need to do what you want to do or what you're already doing. The fact that you tried in the past and failed. These things and many more make it easy for us to doubt ourselves. But finding the courage to trust yourself will save you. I know this because it's my lived experience. I struggled with trusting myself for so long, even when I had evidence of my strength and proof of my knowledge and power. I had my eyes on perfection. I had my eyes on the idea I had in my head of how it's supposed to be for me to consider myself worthy, powerful, and knowledgeable enough. I had proof of these things right before me, but I was looking for a certain kind of proof. The kind that would be accepted and validated by people and seen as strong, big, and enough. I had my eyes on people who have better tools, the people who seem to be more knowledgeable, the people who have accomplished more than I have, but all in the wrong way. It's okay for us to look to other people for motivation or inspiration. I believe that's the only time we should be looking to others. To learn from their mistakes or from their successes. But if it's not happening like that and we are looking at them from a place of negative comparison and feeling intimidated by them and their accomplishments, it becomes wrong. That can stop us from showing up in our own lives, and then we'll feel even worse about ourselves. Through many sources, I learned that trusting myself will save me. And every day I'm learning to trust myself more. I get better and better every day. It's a beautiful experience, and I've come to shine that light on you. In the grand scheme of things, we are here for people, and so it makes sense that we want the acceptance and validation of others. We want to be perceived as knowledgeable enough by their standards. We want to be perceived as beautiful enough by their standards. We want to be perceived as worthy enough by their standards. And we want to be perceived as successful by their standards. It makes absolute sense, but it's not ideal. The acceptance and validation of others is good, but we must not lose ourselves in the pursuit of that. Trust yourself enough to express your art. Some people around you think that you are weak and that you are not going to be okay, but you know the strength that you have inside of you. So trust yourself enough to pack your bags and move to that city. You know the fire and the desire that you have within you. And you know that moving to that new country is what you need. Trust yourself enough to do that. People around you are saying that things are going to get better if you wait a little longer in that dysfunctional relationship. You don't want them to be disappointed in you. You don't want them to see you as weak because you couldn't stay. But you know that it's time to leave. Trust yourself enough to stand up and leave. Trust yourself to show up powerfully in your own life. Trust your knowledge. Trust your abilities. Trust yourself. To do that, you need to be your own acceptance and validation first. Your acceptance of yourself, your knowledge, your art, whatever, has to be enough for you first. That is what will sustain you, keep you satisfied, and help you stay consistent until you begin to get outside acceptance. Trust me, they always come around. They always do. Let me share a few tips that are helping me on my journey. The first one is to accept compliments and also give yourself compliments. Accept compliments fully and wholeheartedly. You are beautiful and your work is nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And when you say it from your heart. It doesn't matter if they are capping or whatever the Gen Zs say. What if they are lying to me? Who cares? I accept it because that is my truth. My work is valuable to me, even when I'm still getting better at it. Yes, I'm powerful. Thank you for communicating that. I don't care if you said it just so I don't feel bad. I accept it and I appreciate it. Number 2, learn to accept genuine constructive criticism. Accept them, but don't let them make you feel incompetent or unworthy. Oh, I see what I can do better. Thank you for pointing that out. And then you get to work and start improving. When you look to others, instead of seeing the things that they are better at and taking them as your limitations, let them be what they should be. And that is an inspiration to build yourself up. Number 3, take your time to curate the flowers that you receive. Those reviews, the compliments from your friends, the compliments from your family, the compliments from strangers. Keep them in your heart. Keep them in an album on your phone. Keep them alive somehow. Take pictures and videos of yourself even in your downtime so that when you go back and look at them, you will find strength in the fact that you survived. You got through that. Be deliberate about creating your own source of validation. Even if you're not getting paid for your work yet, ask for reviews. They should be able to provide that. If you are providing a service to your family or friends, ask them to write you a review. Keep them for yourself, but eventually, they could be something that you can use for your work or business. Be deliberate about creating strong sources of acceptance and validation for yourself, things that you can look back on and see as reminders of your strength. I did that, and no one can tell me anything different. I made it through school even though it was hard. I made it out of that tough situation. I got through that tough experience. I created that. I won that. You must be your own acceptance and validation first. That should be enough. And then from that place, you look out for the acceptance and validation of others. It's not wrong to want that. We are here for people. Our existence here is about service to one another. It's okay to want other people's acceptance and validation, but you must not lose yourself. People are funny, really. They can give you acceptance and then take that away from you. So what are you going to do if they take it? Fall and break? No. If that happens, you will need trust and faith in yourself to be able to stand up again. You must trust yourself. It's not an option. It should be a way of life. It's not easy, but make a conscious decision to be your own acceptance and validation today. Put out that work. Leave that toxic relationship. Show up as you are and get better as you go. It's okay for you to define success, beauty, and happiness for yourself. It doesn't matter if people accept it or not, they will be fine. They always come around, I told you. Become deliberate about developing and protecting your trust in yourself. Okay? Thank you for listening to this episode. Please make sure to share it with someone else.